is, if we do this, if at all we are able to do this, right? It is nothing but we are trying to maximize the revenue. But when you are trying to maximize the revenue, in the same way, we need to reduce the costs. So telecom industry is an industry where there is no lack of information, and analytics on this data provides exciting insights for us. But what is that which is very, very challenging in this telecom industry? First and the foremost is that we are facing network failures, right? We have repair failures. Ultimately, what is going to happen? Dissatisfaction is a major concern here. It is dissatisfaction of the customers. So what they are going to do, these customers, they are switching together to different service providers. Yeah, switching together different service providers, right? So that what is going to happen? We are unaware that why are they shifting? We don't know what is their interest. So ultimately, to increase your revenue, right? We have many things coming into picture. And there are very, very few companies can compete and they can withstand the competition, satisfying the customers here, their requirements. So analyzing their requirement, how they are able to make out and how you can satisfy their customers is the main target here. So the concept of survival analytics is definitely important for telecom. Why? Because what are happening and how long they are going to survive with us, they are loyal to us, is important. So because of more number of people are using, and they are on calls, network is very, very important, right? Definitely we can anticipate a huge drop in the call rate. Okay? There is a huge drop in the call rate. So what will happen here? If at all we are able to know the reason, we can take some preventive measures here. You're trying to call someone again, it's getting disconnected for every 2 minutes or every 3 minutes, right? What is going to happen? Definitely customers are not happy. Ultimately, you and me are working for customer satisfaction. So with the help of potential outcomes, we need to undergo and we need to perform some types of analytics to understand these concerns. So where we are going to use, how we are going to do this? First thing you have here is privacy protection policy, right? Which is a big data analytics, right? And we are having customer churn analysis. So maybe because of there is no particular concern, like there is no privacy being happening here, right? Because of that reason also, people are moving to a different network. Churn, they move from one network to other network. So what is a spare parts predictive analytics? When we are talking about spare parts predictive analytics, it is nothing but which part, where, what happened, why there is connectivity issue is very difficult to analyze. So if at all you are collecting the huge amount of data, like you have several conditions coming into picture, in particular one area during this particular days, there is a huge amount of call dropout ratio. You can find out the association between the location right? And the call drop rate, and at what time, right? And what is the reason. If at all you are able to find out the association between them, those particular tuple, whatever you are defining, definitely you can predict what is going to happen the next week or in the next few days, right? So what is that which is very, very important here is when we are talking about any particular topic here, it is nothing but we are trying to perform few things, which is very, very important. So the point here is let us understand the applications by analyzing a solution one particular problem. Suppose we need to predict a network outage to increase the availability of services. So what is going to happen here if at all we want to increase the availability of services? First of all, your customer frustration occurs when your service is not available. Maybe because of the maintenance work. Despite that, we know the downtime alert is something what you want to know. So you're able to assume the client's situation if the unavailability occurs because of some network outage or a system malfunctioning, then it is very, very good for us. So telecom companies, they cannot guarantee quality service if they cannot identify the network outage. They cannot identify that. So there are too many network devices connecting various locations, stretching thousands of miles, and predicting the malfunction of any one of those may be a very, very difficult task. So what is going to happen for this? So we are going to face so many challenges here. What challenges we are going to face here? The first challenge here is what is that it is going to happen. So if at all you want to solve this network outage, you want to increase the maintenance cost. Right? For what purpose? For whatever you have the faults within that particular network. So what is the other challenge? We are not able to proactively identify the vulnerability, which locations there is network outage, not able to identify which are vulnerable locations here. So because of this, what is happening? You have to spend a lot of money. So we can say that for operations to be performed on time, it should be expenditure. It will definitely increase for your faulty equipment. These are a few challenges what we are going to face. So this is also one of the challenge. So, and on top of it, you have enormous log files here to extract meaningful insights out of it and to spot the problematic network outage place or network component. In that network outage area, what is the network component? So these are the few challenges we may face if at all we need to increase the availability of the services. Okay, increase the availability of services. So now how do you solve this? What is the solution for this particular problem? So how we are going to do this? If we want to solve it, right? So we can build a model or we can make a model using data analytics and data mining concept so that we can predict network gear failure or any malfunctioning, right, which may allow us for constant or constructive monitoring. Right, for constructive monitoring. So what we can do, as I told you, we will have to associate, and we need to group to identify locations. We need to identify the locations here. So how do you find out? You just track the records of which are constantly breaking down. Just take a note of constantly which are breaking down locations are there. And because of this, customer is not happy. He got frustrated. Now you need a reason for any customer's churn. So then what you will do? When you are trying to perform some analysis on the association, the group data, whatever you got, right? How many days the network is operating? How many days we have the network operating without any failures? Without any failure. It can be tracked, right? And on top of this, whatever complaints are getting registered, right? If at all your network is not working, definitely we have complaints and they are getting registered. You can be based on these complaints, you can analyze the anomalies. What are the various factors for this reason? Right? So if at all you are going to solve this using analytics on top of this, right, definitely we are into positively. So there will be huge reduction in the network outage, right? And whatever faults we are able to do. So the maintenance cost can be dropped due to proactive strategies. So definitely there will be increase in the reliability in the network. Definitely customer churn would decrease, customer satisfaction would increase because you're taking some proactive actions. So the decrease in the churn ratio, definitely this is getting increased, means your profits are automatically increased. Finally, and there is a very, very good improvement in network availability. So we are trying to perform analysis in this way. So what is that which is very, very important here? It is important point is that we have to take proactive action. Definitely, we have to perform analytics on the data which is being collected. If at all we are not performing analytics on data collected, we cannot take proactive actions. If we are not able to take proactive actions, definitely we cannot improve our business. We cannot improve our business, right? So first thing is that you can go for product optimization. So if at all you want to rely, or you want to stay, or you want to compete, right, you have to take proactive action. Even before something happens, you should know what is going to happen. So you have to give the best products, best offers, we can say, for improving the products. Like, you have to take their feedbacks. Why are they happy? What are they happy? What are the new benefits they are looking for? Will definitely optimize and decrease your churn. Reasons could be anything for the churn. It's not that only your network outage is one reason. And other thing they are looking forward is network security. This is very, very important. One of the biggest concerns is that you have to ensure the security of the networks. So our analytics, we are performing to identify the problems. You are able to analyze the data and you are able to do predictions about any complications, whatever are happening in the near future. So you can take suitable actions based on the concerns here, even before your severity increases. Right? So any communication organization, it will provide voice, it will provide messaging, right? It is providing cloud solutions, right? So what is that they are doing? They are also into that they are monitoring their calls, each and every customer's calls, and they have the backup data here. Right? Few of them. So what is happening here? A network controller switch is what they are using here for monitoring their calls. So it has to maintain a large number of devices that are to be continuously running all the time. So collecting the data, getting insights, and making some decisions for you have to take the decisions, so the decisions should come faster and they should be better. Right? So along with most number of the units, they also take a call on fraud scenarios also. So the value of fraud losses which are faced by telecom, they are high in number. The most common activities here is that fake profiles, misuse of credit cards, debit cards information. Thus telecom industries are using various techniques here for detecting unusual users, and you are trying to prevent this fraud. So very, very, very good. The example for this is that telecom enterprise. If you people know Vodafone, which was changing its renaming, it is working with for performing fraud analytics, agile data for performing fraud analytics. And one more concern in telecom, price optimization. If someone is coming from lower price, that everyone would start using that network only. But eventually what will happen? Price is coming down, but the service provided by them will be not up to the mark. This is only because there is a lot of competition between different telecom industries. So everyone there is aiming to have a largest number of subscribers. Pricing of the product is one of the key issues here. So telecom industry is using some kind of data science solutions for real-time analytics. So you are setting up optimal price of the products according to the customers in different segments. It's not all the same for everyone. And finally, you are having real-time analytics. This is also related to, this is also into telecom. If you remember, we were having 2G, right? What is advancement? We went to 3G, we are into 4G, etc. Why are we moving from 1G to other G to other G? Because it is customer needs, customers' expectations, they are changing. So to cope up with this, telecom industry is using modern analytical solutions for performing regular analysis of the data, which is collected from diversified range of resources. So what is that you have to do? You have to keep an eye on the network, on the traffic, on the customers, etc. So that it helps them to understand the user's reaction towards their product and towards their services. Then we have to prevent. Ultimately, this is a main factor here, right? We are providing various services, right? They are providing TV, they are providing internet, they are giving you free calling, right? So you have to the telecom companies are showing more concern that they give you privilege to access. It's only like personalized offers to you, right? Group of people, they get personalized offers. If you are very loyal to them, they are able to, they want to satisfy the customers to a great extent. They want to keep them engaged for longer time, and that is very challenging for us. So what you have to do, customers behavior is what they're analyzing this particular time. What is the flow of that particular customers take? Is he watching this, or he's on calls, he's using his mobile? So they have to extract some valuable insights about the customer feelings from the customer's transaction data and analyze them. So this helps. That's why you are getting app for each and every network you are using. We have apps related to that. So we are building a satisfactory solution for all these customers so that you want to avoid this churn. If at all you are not providing them, if you say that, see, you did not recharge today, right? From tomorrow, if you fail to recharge, your incoming calls cut, your television cut. But what these people are doing, they are giving you grace period of 15 days, etc. Right? So they few of the organizations, right, they are trying to team up, and they are trying to find out the potential churners, so that they pick up the potential churners and they just target them so that they don't move away to a different network on total. And finally, you and me are not same for any particular organization or any network here. Why? Because customers are different, customers locations are different, customers to satisfy every customer, they are not having same problem here. So what customers might need in future and what are the services they are expecting from us, you cannot predict it. What do I want and what do you want? We are not two similar people here. So you have to perform and you have to give them recommendations. So you are getting recommendations, personalized messages here, so that this is for you. You have last month you have recharged this amount. This month this is a recommendation for you. This is the new thing what you can avail. If you use this credit card, you are getting a 10% discount on this. This is called as segmented target positioning, STP. So it is called as targeting you people. The customers are always attracted to, first thing is cheaper price and better service. If a customer is continuously making frequent calls to one particular number, what will you do? You can offer him a monthly plan, or you can come up with a different attractive and exciting offers. So it is helping in maximizing the customer satisfaction and revenue generation. So if you people have ever heard about Globe Telecom here, which is one of the popular telecom service providers in Philippines. So this got collaborated with Nokia and IBM for developing a platform for targeted marketing. And finally, you have to predict customer lifetime value of any customer. Predicting CLV, lifetime value of any customer, it's very important for every industry. So data science solutions help the telecom industry to provide relevant services to different segments of customers. It is nothing but it is a measure of overall profit and revenue that can be generated by a single customer. So with that relationship, what he is having to the organization, to the network, what he is using. but lifetime value prediction, right? And also you can use in location based promotions, right? You can use location based promotions. So it is nothing but you are getting text messages, right? Whenever you are around some restaurant, you start receiving promotional text messages. The telecom industry detects the real-time location of the customer and it sends promotional text, right? It's just like you are into a shopping mall and you are you went to watch movie and you are early 1 hour before. So what happens? Your information is tracked, real-time location. They are able to know that the movie, you are in the movie mall and you are turning around. So you get personalized offers there. So you get different merchants, different stores in that shopping mall will be sending you personalized messages here. These are nothing but location-based promotions. Why are they doing that? They will get some premium amount from the stores which are there in the shopping mall. So it is that every particular concept what we have studied, it's all that we need to solve that business problem. Whether it is location, to give a location-based promotion, we need data science. To reduce the churn prediction, we need data science. To find out the customer lifetime value, we need data science. To target group of customers, we need data science, right? And to perform real-time analytics, to give recommendations, to reduce the price optimization techniques, right? To detect whether it is a fraud transaction or not. And finally, you can increase your network security, you can improve your network outage, right? All these are only possible when we are performing analytics, so that these will improve your business, ultimately reducing your churn ratio also. So whenever we are talking about any particular problem, right? Traffic pumping, it's a type of fraud. And definitely in many countries they undergo something called as traffic, that is called as telecom traffic pumping, where a normal chote-mote small operators, telephone operators, they inflate the number of incoming calls to their networks. From a higher access charges, they'll be profiting in relation to this network operator. So this is very complex, because the labels or the data, the features for performing any analytics on that is very difficult. So what you have to do, you have to perform, you have to collect the data, you have to perform some kind of analysis, and we have to group all these fraud cases, right? And then we have to try to predict what is wrong, where it is wrong, how it can be corrected, how it can be predicted. So the identification is very complex for us. So what we can do, these telecom communication experts, these validate rules, they try to take legal resource here against this what you call it as operators, telephone operators. So all this now, it's something like legally we need to go, because it is illegal what they are trying to do. So in retaining customers, especially under this competition between one another, right, to improve the efficiency of operations and to achieve better customer experience, right, and you have to impact the service interruption, or you have to proactively handle it. So it is nothing but enormous data of operations that consists of voice complaints, right? It's the voice of the customer, it's the voice of the machine. So the voice of the customer is represented by customers, and they are giving us you raise a ticket. To improve the efficiency of operations, what you are doing, you have to know that in that area what is going to happen, how the tickets are getting raised, in what area, what is the number count. So customer trouble tickets are collected by customer relationship management system, CRM. Right, then the voice of the machine is represented by modems. So results from deploying the proposed framework, in the middle only, this problem should be connected. And finally, what you have to do, you have to give an improvised service, because you are able to connect in this. When is it happening? Only on rainy days, or it is because they are not paying on time, or maybe because a huge traffic in the network during evening times around 7:30 to 9:30 or 8 to 10 o'clock, when the complaint is being raised. Is it only because of the network, or it is because of what you call the problem in the customer end, why the tickets are being issued, why they are being raised? This is something what you need to understand. Generally, people also have to understand what is a network bandwidth, what should be the pricing plans, how do you strategize this marketing, because nowadays everything is internet. Internet has become an essential commodity for us here. Right? Even you are having your mobile data here, and you are having many telecom operators giving you this facility. So due to increase in demand and in uncertainties, the bandwidth peaks has become a very, very high challenge here. So definitely this will be an imbalance, and between a barrier has occurred between your customers and your network providers. So what we are going to do here, frequently these providers are left with different strategies, and that is will relate to pricing plans. So we'll not be able to effectively determine when is a peak, when is a trough in one day of 24 hours period. So in order to determine the architecture and in order to maintain this load balance during the peak hours, the bandwidth would not support. If that is not supporting, what will happen? This actually occurred when it is during pandemic, when it became everything went online. To meet the future demands, capacity planning should be there. So we need to go through the detailed historical net flow data and build prediction models to identify this network bandwidth utilization. So probability of how many people are able to get the usage of bandwidth in what time, right? If at all, a statistical model also can be built that if at all you are giving a discount coupon, right? That is also one of the marketing strategy, because you are giving, when a complaint is solved, you are giving and asking for feedback, a mail is sent, there again you pass a discount coupon. Okay, you have done this, ticket is closed, are you happy? We are giving you a discount coupon as a part of marketing strategy. So what is that which is going to happen here? Data analytics not only helping the telecom operators to offer some specialized services, and we are connecting more and more number of people. It is nothing but the connectivity increase. So the industry is changing. Analytics has become at center of it, facing these challenges, and you have to withstand the challenges. Telecom is also transforming itself. And how are they able to do? They are able to do analytics. That's how they are transforming themselves. So moving forward, even advanced analytics can be automated. Decision making can be quicker, maximizing the operational efficiency. This will automatically provide ultimate extreme customer experiences. So what is going to happen here? This is all because of digital transformation. Moving ahead, maybe around 2023, the trendy digital transformation will shape our telecom industry. So they are concentrating on privacy, they are concentrating on security, and they are concentrating on process automation, right? AI, fast networks, making sure that they reach out the future needs. they are reaching the future needs and expectations of the customers. So, but digital transformation within a telecom market goes beyond the technology to the processes totally. So, telecom industries uninterruptedly will develop a new way to bring this 5G to the heap. And it is providing the most ameliorate network for the public. This is very, very important part. So, in this regard, how we are going to start our journey? From the business problem you are achieving, you are going to understand how this solution for the business problem can be attained. Business problem to the solution. So in this regard, you have steps, right? So first we'll understand the project management methodology. Right? You're going for project management methodology. Second thing is that you have to do analytics on the data. So in this regard, you will explore the data. You will perform some visualizations here. Right? To try to understand and get some beautiful insights. Then we can understand how we are grouping, like we have seen network outage scenario, how you can group people based on the location, right? Based on the usage, etc. Many factors can be there where you can perform clustering on top of it, right? Then we can also do predictions, right? Predictive analytics can be performed where it is CLV. It's a customer lifetime value prediction, which will help you to know how loyal he is and what offers you have to give to him. You can also understand prediction of customers' churn. How do you prevent them? What are the reasons for the churn? You can also perform analysis on the complaints being received via internet or it is through a voice message. Right? You can also build a neural network, right, to understand whether the customer is going to, or I can say the customer retention can be predicted. So we have different use cases here to understand, to predict. So we are using CRISP MLQ. Okay, then we are analyzing the next one, which is EDA. We perform EDA. We perform clustering. We'll perform k-nearest neighbor classification. We perform decision tree. We perform linear regression. We will perform neural networks. Right? So you are able to predict few things. We are able to cluster few things. We are able to build one architecture here. Ultimately, to understand, to analyze the data, we are performing EDA. So you have the benefits of performing analytics here. So what is that which is very, very important for us? Anything which we are trying to do, anything which is very, very important here is that we are taking the data and trying to perform and get the good results. Whether you are targeting the customers, whether you are trying to get the ticket prediction, right? Or you are trying to perform complaint analysis, or you are able to predict the telecom customer churn, right? Whether you are able to find out your customer's lifetime value, right? All these, right? They emphasize the customer relationship management analytics in telecom industry. So whatever is important here, why these customers are getting churned out, what is that they are expecting. So you can also build a recommender system architecture for predictive telecom network management. So all this will help us to understand the customer's behavior. So because of the development of internet and because of the digitalization here, what is that we are able to do? Because of digitalization, right, which opens up a very, very great, what you call it as opportunities here. Right here, whatever digital data in large numbers, it is giving traces of what customers see, what they read, their involvement, their behavior, judgment about their interests, preferences. This can be mined for great experiences here. So the value lies in the result of analysis, the predictions, the proactive actions. So it is all that we will take the data, we will perform statistical analysis on it, we will do machine learning techniques to identify the possible trends, to identify the possible events, right? So that you can predict the customer behavior by using some behavior informatics and some analytics approach, so that this consumer behavior can be obtained, and so that which will help you for business decision can happen in a appropriate way. So we are not talking about only churn prediction. Churn prediction is ultimately the thing which is happening is churn prediction only, right? Ultimately what you are doing is churn prediction only, but how do you prevent it, right? So you should be, whatever the computation or whatever the frequent shifting of the customer base for one fixed line of telecom service, it has increased, and because of that people are moving forward for targeting and segmenting the prospectives properly. So telecom service providers, they have now realized that the old fashioned marketing is no longer an option. So because of this, consequently, the decision makers in most of the fixed line telecom operators are now of the view that better and accurate targeting of the customers is only possible with predictive analytics and our data mining concepts. So it is nothing but who have the high propensity to buy new products and new services, you can target them accordingly, right? You can target them accordingly. It's all about now analytics. So customer satisfaction of any broadband network, it is nothing but the internet service providers, right? You have to provide an uninterrupted network service, an avoidable service. If it is predicted earlier, definitely the consequences can be minimized. So the proposed data mining concepts, accurately you have to forecast the faults in the internet connection, and which will help for detecting these network faults, right? And the complex event processing concept, which is used to perform the prediction in real time and on streaming events, right? Which can be configured. You can test them before, you can test their performance, right? So that whatever you are trying to predict, the fault prediction in the network management systems can be done appropriately. So what is that we are having here is even social attributes impact your predictive analytics will help you for that. So it is a new emerging field in data mining. It's actively being applied to solve multiple business, right? Upsell, cross-sell. So it is able to exploit patterns that are found in the transactional data, historical data. It is identifying risk. It is identifying opportunities and future events also. So due to this comparative analysis, with the addition of this social attributes, the efficiency and the reliability of so many predictive models is getting enhanced. It's greatly enhanced. So telecom, data analysis, service providers, they need a very, very effective, what we can say is analytics is required for them in the field of customer analysis, right? Identifying the risk. Communication service providers have traditionally used these techniques, right, to find out the limited subset of time, whatever is required to solve the problem. So this is very, very important that you have to gain profits of all whatever we have solved. So it's really very important for us, right? So these are the few applications, few analysis, what we have done. So how data analytics is used to solve most of the problems in telecom background. So thank you all so much for joining in. Thank you.